Let us now look at the third S of the 5S methodology, which is actually called Seiso. Seiso means cleaning or sanitizing. And we wanted to cover the Seiso is what is this cleaning and what is the meaning of that? What do you mean by the process of cleaning and how we can actually ensure clean without cleaning? That means even preventing the items from becoming dirty. Clean as you go, irrespective of your position. CSO is also a part of an autonomous preventive maintenance activity. We can use that for inspection of the equipments, electrical, electronic items, which will ensure that the breakdowns can be eliminated. CSO basically means clean the entire work area, including all the equipments, the floor, the walls, the roof, the electrical equipments, light, bulb, fans, or even your computer keyboards or your mouse and other accessories along with that, and ensure that the process of cleaning removes the dirt in the equipments. Do not wait until the things are getting dirty. CSO says that the cleaning has to be a periodical activity, could be a daily or could be multiple times in a day, depending upon how fast the dirt or the dust gets collected on the equipment. Clean your workplace, including machines, equipments, tools, furniture, on a regular basis. Your table, clean your table, top of the table or inside the table or side of the table, under the table, around the table, your chairs, your racks, your cupboards, everything gets cleaned. The policy. CSO needs a policy. Policy means you need to really create a benchmark for the cleaning process. That's such that at the end you are able to see the cleanliness on each and every surface on your workplace. It could be a machine or it could be even your own personal body. Use cleaning as a form of checking the normalities. You can also look at during the cleaning what is wrong. Is the belts are loose or the wires are come out or the knobs are broken or the valves are not working properly or the pipes are leaking. So cleaning also could be a process of checking. Create a cleaning checklist. Many times the disadvantage we see in the CSO process is that we think that there is no competency or a skill required for the cleaning process. But the process of cleaning can maybe sometimes even damage your equipment. An LCD screen cleaned with a detergent liquid can actually be totally damaged. So if I don't know how to clean, I can sometimes break down the machine, break down the equipment, break down the parts, break down the lights. If you don't know how to fit the lights, you can break the lights and lamps. So there has to be some checklist what you have to do, how you have to clean. If possible, there could be an SOP or a work instruction, and it also says what are the steps involved, how to remove the dust or how to use a soap solution or what type of brush which you have to use, and what is the water you have to do, how many times you have to do a water rinsing, and what is the drying process, whether you rub it off with some clothes or blow some air and remove the water. So you have to create a work instruction or a standard operating procedure such that irrespective of who is doing the cleaning, is it a housekeeping maid or a professional cleaning staff, it has to be done effectively such that the dust in the surface is removed. Ensure that there is no grease or dirt or dust or marks or stickers or left behind on the equipments or the doors or the windows or the glasses on the cleaning routine established with the responsibility assigned to the individual for a specific areas and tasks. Area can be assigned, process owners can be defined. Cleaning stations to be knitted out with outline, shadow, and description and the quantity. Cleaning station should have all these equipments or whatever is required, brush or uh, sprayer or a vacuum cleaner or some blower or some any other equipments. Maybe in a big airport area, you may even see mobile cleaners which will drive around and ensure that the floors are clean on a systematic way. Cleaning stations should have all these kits available. Weekly housekeeping audits to be carried out and results displayed. There has to be some particular areas like very critical areas like toilets. You may have multiple cleanings every hour, and there could be some checklist which also ensures that all the surfaces, all the required locations are cleaned such a way that it doesn't generate further fungus or any virus or any other germs which can generate from the toilets. So make sure that it is hygiene and clean. What is the benefit? A clean machine ensures good quality product. A machine with oily leakage can only produce oily parts, and the machine will also run for continuously without no breakdown, without any breakdown, or will last long. Particularly, if you can take an example, if you really dust it off many times in a train which you run, if the fans are not working, or in your house you have a oven which doesn't switch on, or if you have some TV or electronic equipment which doesn't work, the most important, most possible, probable reason for the housing gadgets or the mixie or a grinder or a stove or a radio or a TV or a machine or a fan or a light doesn't come is the contact area where the electrical connection takes place is dusty, is dusted, or the dust is sitting on that, and the contact is not established. That is why many times if you call up a computer hardware maintenance provider, service provider, he will immediately tell you switch off and switch on the machine. Computer is switched off and switched on, fan is switched off and switched on, microphone is switched off and switched on. So when you switch on and switch off, what actually happens is the dust which is sitting on the contact area falls down. Or even if it doesn't work on, switching off, you just have some good beating given like a child. You know that the child listens when you scold or beat. So like that, the equipments also start behaving like a child. So look at that as a indication that your cleaning process is not really effective. So try to look at what type of cleaning which can actually ensure that the conveyor system is working or the contact breaker is working or any other electronic or electrical equipment will have this type of behavior which actually can be avoided. 80% of this problem can be avoided if you have a regular cleaning process. Example of an automobile company where the company has to spend uh, about 600 million dollars for compensation to the customer, and when a root cause analysis is done, it was found that a particular coil of steel which was supposed to have a higher strength, higher tensile strength, was mixed up with a lower tensile strength coil, and this mix up did happen because the conveyor system did not work. The conveyor system did not work because the panels or the control panel had a problem, and the control panel, the relay on the control panel was not working, and it was finally identified that the dust sitting on the contact area of the relay has actually prevented the conveyor system from working and created the mixing of the low and high tensile strength coils which was supplied to the customer, and out of 1200 parts which is damaged, 1200 parts which got damaged because out of around 60,000 parts, was basically because of this mix-up. Finally, it was found that the company has compromised on a weekly preventive maintenance schedule which was supposed to be done, uh, because on that particular week, due to some local festivals, etc., many of this team who was squad which was supposed to do this cleaning was absent. So this cleaning was actually postponed to another week. So look at the cost involved on the compromise of cleaning. And this is what actually is CSO or sanitization. Look at some of the defects or the problems which you can detect during the process of cleaning: loose bolts and screws, or broken electrical connections, and loose wires, cracks, wears and tears, leakage of pipes, loose handles or broken handles, loose limit switch not working because it is not activated, rust, damage to sliding parts, clogged filters, dislocation of safety wires, and maybe cracks in the glass, and so many can be something which can be detected and something which can be exposed, and the problems gets resolved when the problems gets exposed. So what you do actually to ensure that the CSO sanitization cycle happens, maybe you need to create a system by which each and every employee, each and every worker, each and every person who is handling any type of machine, including a big MC machine or a press or a 100-ton press or even much bigger than that, or even a smallest maybe a computer or a laptop or even a mobile phone, they have to have a system by which clean before work, clean and inspect the machineries and tools. At the beginning of the work, do trial startup during operation, clean, inspect and discover and deal with the abnormalities. And once you complete your work, after completion of the work, make sure that the unnecessary things are gotten and taken out and the machine is clean for the next persons to work. The process is establish daily and weekly sweeping schedules or cleaning schedules and assign specifications. Clearly write what are the parameters based on which the cleanliness will be evaluated. If you can really have a quantitative measurable metrics, really adds a lot of value. Identify the root cause of dirt accumulation and prevent these dirt from happening, and clean the workshop and equipment after use, and also inspect how these machines are really working. Are they perfect? Are they fit for the next person to start? CSO also means a lot of inspection. A lot of inspection means it could be cleaning of the parts of an activity. Cleaning of the parts of a 5S activity applies to each and every part of the workplace. It includes inspection, machineries, benches, tool cabinets, parts racks, overhead areas, floor areas. It also extends beyond the immediate factory floor to include the rest areas, notice boards, offices, even the toilets, the space, etc. Cleaning not carried out purely for the aesthetic reason, though this is of value. This means main purpose is to maintain the highest possible safety standards in the workplace through minimizing unnecessary hazards and ensuring that all plants, equipments and machineries and workspaces can be utilized as CSO means inspection, CNSO means prevention, and CSO means cleaning. So look at this, try to take one of the work area and see whether you can create a work instruction or a SOP and make a schedule for cleaning. Also make a inspection checklist. What are the things you need to inspect and what is the advantage or what are the benefits you can get out of the recommended schedule. So let's close this and go to clause 4.4s.